Let's move on. Is there anything I need?
Nope, that covers that.
Okay, so I cleared that up. Now, let's move on to what the world calls divorce, but we're going to bring clarity to it. So now we're going to give you the biblical definition of divorce. Okay, is putting away is a part of that that definition, but it's not just a putting away. There need to be a certificate or a bill of divorce. So we're going to look at this is what Yah said. This is in the Torah. This is the stuff that Jesus says. This is his meat. This is the stuff that he says he come to do the will of the Father. This is the stuff he says, think not I have come to change. I don't come to change this. That's what Yeshua said. That's what Jesus said. I do not come to change this. I'm about my Father's business. So now we're going to read what Jesus says he just said, that he told us not to think to change. We're going to see it right now. Deuteronomy. Read.
When a man hath taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his sight, because he hath found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement.
Stop. That's one. Okay. If you find something unclean in her, write her a bill of divorce. Okay. What's the second one? Is that it?
And give it in her hand.
Okay. So you can't just throw it at her. You can't just mail it to her. You can't email it to her. You have to literally put that in her hands. That's what the book says. I'm just telling you what the book says. Okay. So you write it, you put it in the woman's hand, right? Is that it? Are you good? Okay, we're good. She can still spend the night. She can stay at the house. You know, I wrote it. I put it in your hands. You can sleep in this bedroom now. We're good. Is that it? Is that divorce?
There's more instructions.
Oh, there's more instruction. Okay, we got the bill of divorce. We got the put it in the hands. What else?
And send her out of his house.
Send her out of the house. Send her out of the house. That's what you do. So now the divorce is official. She got the bill. It was put in her hands. It wasn't mailed to her. It wasn't emailed to her. It wasn't sent through a messenger. It was put in her hand by that man that wrote the bill of divorce, concrete. And then he sent her out of the house. That is official. Now you say, well, it says it twice for another man. So when it's redundant, it tells you this is bill of divorce. Keep reading. Verse 3.
And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife.
So guess what? We now know, according to Torah, if a woman gets a bill of divorce the proper way, meaning it was put in her hands, it was written, it was put in her hands, and she was sent out, she is free. She may go and be another man's wife, and that's not adultery. Clearly, right here. She can go and be another man's woman. She can go get her. Okay, you got fired. Not because you committed adultery, because if you did, you would have been stoned to death. But you've been fired. Just like Donald Trump, you're fired. So she's fired, right? Now she can go see if she can go get another job. Maybe the second time around, she'll act better. The guy's going to see the bill of divorce, okay? Okay, I can see that. What's name? Let you go here. Okay, we see that. And sorry, guys. I don't know what is going on with this stuff here. But anyway. But I see that you got fired. I'm reading here. Okay, I see what you got fired for. Okay, are you good? Are you been rehabilitated? Okay, good. Now he got it. Now he knows what he's getting. It's just like if I get a car. If the car's been in an accident, wouldn't it be nice to know the car's been in an accident? That I may have some trouble. Maybe the wheel may be acting funny on the left side, front wheel. You know, hey, just want to let you know the seat is a little bit. You know, you may have to refurbish it a little bit. There's some stuff happening. Okay, I get a bill of whatever.
Yeah, the history of
history. So it's the same. That's how they did it. I mean, can you believe Yah was before his time because he is the time. But I mean, he literally taught us how to give us a bill to show us what this car has been through, what this woman, what this property, this man's property. This used to be another man's property. So when she left her father's house to be this man's woman, her father gave it to him. It belonged to the father. Then he gave it to the man. He gave a bride price, and now she's acting up. Boom, boom, boom. He now lets her go. So now it's not gonna. The father's not gonna give it to you. And a lot of people they go to the father all the time, but really, after she's been with somebody, now she has to. It's the husband that's giving her away or letting her go, releasing her from her contract, her covenant.
Yeah.
All right. So she's free to go. So let that be a dispel that, I can't remarry. That's a lie. That's a lie. You don't need to remain unmarried. If you got a proper bill of divorce, according to the Torah, according to Deuteronomy 24, verse 1 and 2, you're free to remarry.
Yep.
All right. Let's go to 3. Let's see. Let's see if it's going to be redundant. Maybe you're going to say, okay, now you just get a bill of divorce, call it a day, and you don't go through the step. Let's see if it will repeat it. Maybe it won't repeat it. Maybe it's not a big deal. Let's see how big of a deal it is. Read.
And if the latter husband hate her,
okay,
and write her a bill of divorcement.
Okay, so he has to. So the latter man has to do the same thing the first one. Okay, so is that all he has to do? All he has to do is just write her a divorcement, call it a day,
and giveth it in her hand.
He repeats that twice, so he has to give it to her in her hands. Okay, that's it.
And send her out of his house.
Okay, so he has to do the same thing too. The same thing that the first husband do, he has to do the same thing. All right, is that it?
Or if the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife,
okay,
the former husband which sent her away may not take her again to be his wife after she is defiled, for that is an abomination before the Most High. And thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which the Most High thy Elohim giveth thee for an inheritance.
So this is the instruction. Listen to this, guys. So he says that, okay, if the latter husband don't like you, right, he has to write it, put it in the hands. I'm being redundant because that's what just to show you that. And this is what Christians won't tell you because they don't know anything about this because they don't keep the law. They're liars and the truth is not in them. But you got to first write the bill of divorce. You got to put it in the woman's hands and you got to send her out of the house. That is the official divorce. And then it goes in and say this, or if he dies. So there's 2 ways to be released. Either you get the proper 3 steps of divorcement, or if he dies, now she's free to go. But there's a restriction. There is a restriction on this woman. The other one, she's free to marry whoever she wants. She can go back to the first one. She can go get another man. I mean, there's options here. She has more options after the first husband. But then when she goes to the second husband, if he dies or if he's given a bill of divorce, she's limited. It's kind of like no compete. What they call this stuff, no compete contracts or laws. She cannot go back to her previous husband. That's off limits. That's off limits. She can't go back because that will pollute the land now. Now that's a sin. You say, wait, and how many people you hear Christians saying, go back to your original wife? You can't be with anybody, but your wife has been with all these people, and you got Christians literally encouraging people to go back and do something that's an abomination before Yah. See, this is not an abomination before Pastor Geno Jennings. Pastor Geno Jennings would tell you, go back to your wife. Well, she's with another man. Well, hey, tell her she needs to divorce that guy and she needs to come back with you. But what about doing this before the Lord? Isn't this an abomination before Yah? He said, no, it's perfectly fine. Oh, I know why it's fine. Because this is not the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We're pagans. We're Vikings. We're Romans. We're Grecals. And you can do all this stuff. Are you guys seeing this stuff?
That's it.
So she cannot even go back to her previous, and I can't tell you how many Christians have encouraged people to go back to their previous wife after she's been with another man. So this is proper divorce according to Torah. All right. So I'm establishing that, and let's go to now. I'm going to show you examples of. So you may say, okay, well, that's Moses. Moses did that. Well, let's see what Yah. Let's see how Yah describes how he dealt with us. Read.
I think it's supposed to say verse 8.
Okay, verse 8.
That's a typo. So, and I saw when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. So
Yah himself is saying that after she was committing adultery, he had put her away. He mentioned that, and he puts her in and given her a bill of divorce. So there's the putting away, and then there's the official. Now she's gotten a bill of divorce. That's what Yah said. That's from Yah. That's the one that Jesus says, think not I've come here to change. So Yah himself is endorsed. If you want to blame, Moses wrote that. That was from Moses. Well, Yah endorsed what Moses had to say when he said that's how he dealt with Israel. He put her away, and he didn't stop there, and he gave her a bill of divorce. That's what Yah said. And he cannot lie. Right?
That's it.
And that's Jeremiah 3:8. Okay, guys, there's a typo. Jeremiah 3:8.
Apologize.
Okay, now let's go to Malachi 2:16.
For the Most High, the Elohim of Israel, saith that he hateth putting away. For one covereth violence with his garment, saith the Most High of hosts. Therefore take heed to your spirit that ye deal not treacherously.
So Yah does not hate divorce. He may not like doing it, but he doesn't hate divorce because he did it himself. He actually divorced Israel. I just showed you in Jeremiah 3:8 that he gave a bill of divorce and put her away. So here in Malachi 2, he hates the putting away. See, Yah could have said, hey, you did such a wicked thing. I'm just going to put you away and just leave you out there. He actually put her away. Said, go worship your other gods. The other gods. He really wanted them to repent, but he put away and gave them. Even Yah himself even hold himself to those standards. He hates putting away so much that he even did that. He put her away and gave her a bill of divorce. That's what he hates, is the putting away. But when you look this at from a Christian, Western, Greco-Viking perspective, you're going to see, putting away means divorce. And some translation in Bible actually puts divorce there. God hates the divorce. Am I right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I don't know what version. I know NIV, ESV. I don't know. What version? I'm just going to.
There's many versions
That'll say divorce. That's why you hear people say God hates divorce. No, he doesn't hate divorce. But when you're thinking about from a Western perspective, divorce and putting away are one and the same because they're coming at it from a Western mindset. They're coming at it from a Christian pagan mindset. They're not coming from a Hebrew Moses, from what Moses' perspective, Paul's perspective, Yeshua's perspective, Yah's perspective. They're not coming from that perspective. Christianity is not biblical. I don't even know why they use the Bible, to be honest with you. I don't know why they use a book that they don't even use. They should have their own book called the Christian Book or something. Okay. I mean, I don't know why they're using our book. I don't know why it's out now. Everybody knows that you're a fake. So stop using our book. Just divorce yourself. Give us our book back, Roman Catholics, the Vatican. Just give us all our stuff back. You don't need it. You don't use it. And you just do your own religion. And everybody will be happy. It'll be one world religion. Just do that, but stop using our ancient, our family books. You don't need it anymore. Everybody's going to follow the Pope, and if you're not Pope, you call yourself a Protestant. What are you protesting? You're protesting your pagan religion called the Roman Catholic Church. You're not protesting Abraham stuff. That's a two different things. That's why I say church fathers. You know who our church fathers is, or what we call our fathers? Abraham, Moses. Jacob. That's our fathers.
That's it. Yep.
So that's what Yah hates. It's the putting away, not divorce. All right, let's go to the next one. So now I've established, guys, I hope I've established this with you guys, that there is a difference between bill and divorce, and that Yah, it will not change. I'm showing you what Jesus said that he supports. He will not desire.